Hey guys, what's going on? It's King Clutch here, and today, guys, we're back on the NBA 2K20. I'm going to be telling you guys what I think is the best overall build for 2K20, with 2K20 winding down here in like less than a week. The demo should be coming out next week, I'm pretty sure the 24th, so I'm definitely going to have videos when it comes to the demo. We'll probably do quite a few builds if I'm able to. It really just depends how the demo is spaced out and everything. What I'm going to do is tell you guys what I feel like is the best build for 2K20, so if you guys want to make it just for something to do for the last week, or if you're not planning on playing the demo, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, get bored up until the restart, you can go ahead and make this build. So what you want to do is make this build a point guard, and I have a feeling most people know what this is. There's two ways you can do this, and I'm going to tell you. It's either the slashing playmaker or the two-way slashing playmaker. To get the slashing playmaker, if you want to focus, I guess, a little bit more on your shooting, you're just going to want to go slashing and playmaking, which this is a good build too, but if you want the defense, if you want like an all-around goated build, you're going to want to go with the defensive and the playmaking pie chart. This is the build that LeBron is at a small forward. He's a two-way slashing playmaker. Michael Jordan is too. You know, a little bit better finishing stats and things like that. Go with the finishing and the playmaking, which would be this one, but I'm just going to go with the playmaking and the defensive pie chart. This was actually the build I made at the beginning of the year. Then for the physical profile, you're going to want to go with the speed and the vertical pie chart. This is the best one for this build. You want to be athletic, be able to get to the rim, so you're going to want to go with this. Now, I know when I made this build at the beginning of the year, like, I didn't think it was going to be completely cheese like it was this year, but it was probably like the most toxic build you could make. But you're going to want to go ahead and max all this stuff out. For this, I feel like it's pretty obvious. Like, you can go ahead and give yourself 21 there, upgrade all these, and then throw these on defensive rebound to give yourself 19. Now, what you can do is lower these if you want to get more defensive badges. If you want 11, 10, 20, and 20, you can go ahead and like that, which I'll just leave it like this. There's a multitude of things you can do, but we'll leave it like this to give ourselves 11 finishing, 10 shooting, 20 playmaking, and 20 defensive badges, and in total, that's going to give you 61 badges, which is quite a bit. So we're going to go with this. Now, for the body shape, this doesn't matter. I'll just go with defined. Then for the height, you're going to want to go 6'5". This is going to give you an 87 driving dunk. You're going to be able to get your contact dunks off rip. Your ball handle still an 85, so we're just going to go with that. So we'll go with 85, and then for the weight, there's a few things you can do. I'm just going to take it down to, if you look at this, you can go 193 or 194, and then you get your +1 to your excel. You don't lose anything. You go either of those. I'll go 193. Now for the wingspan, I would say you want to minimize it. You don't probably want to go all the way down, but I'd say 78.9 is a good choice. You can really go with any of them. And really, if you're going to go that, you might as well just go 78, because that way you don't lose any more steals. So we'll just go 78. That's going to give us a plus mid-range, a +2 on our 3-point, and then a +2 on our ball handle and our 1 on our post move. So let's go with 78 inches there. But overall, guys, this is definitely the best build this year. This video is going to be a little bit quicker just because it's pretty obvious. Now for the takeover, I would go slashing takeover just because that's the most OP takeover this year. You could pick lock. That'd be another good one, or playmaking, but we'll just go with the slashing takeover for this build. And we are going to get a two-way slashing playmaker similar to Russell Westbrook, Steve Francis, and then I don't know why it says DeAndre Murray. But guys, what I said, again, this is what I want to bring up to you guys. Before you're making your builds in 2K21 in a couple weeks here, a week here, for the prelude, it's going to be, we're not going to be able to do this, but for the legitimate game, when the legitimate game comes out, go through the player list, the list of all the players, and look at what the build names are, because if you guys go through and look, I'm pretty sure a majority of those builds, the most common one is the two-way slashing playmaker or some sort of a two-way type build. So if you guys can do that, then it helps you replicate what the best build is, generally what the best build in the game is going to be. So you can go ahead and do that. And also, I feel like, you know, with Dame being on the cover, so play shots could be a good build to make, as well as having Zion. You could assume, you know, maybe a slashing small forward or power forward. And my thing, the 6'8" point guards this year, I feel like it's going to have 2K. They're going to help them fix small forwards, so maybe we'll be able to make like 6'8" to 7 foot small forwards that'll actually be decent. So this is what I would do for these finishing badges. I kind of did that while I was talking, but you want a contact finisher, fancy footwork, giant slithery finisher, and then relentless and consistent. You could throw acrobat on here too, like maybe lower one of these down, but this is what I would do for those finishing badges, guys. Now for the shooting, I'm just going to put quick draw on silver, range extender on silver, difficult shots up to silver, catch and shoot and corner both on bronze, and then dead eye on silver. Again, these don't really matter. You could do whatever you'd like. These are just kind of the badges I like to use, but I'm going to use these ones that I have here. And corner and catch and shoot, I really do like those badges. I feel like they do make a big difference this year. I hope they, you know, do as well next year, and I'm glad that they don't have quick draw for 2K21. That is like my biggest thing that I hate. I hate spending my shooting badges, even if you have like a shooting build with, you know, if you want Hall of Fame quick draw, you have 30 shooting badges, that's still 4 of those. You're only left with 26. So, I mean, there's a lot of other things you could spend that on besides speeding up your jump shot speed. But I feel like the jump shot speed too, people are concerned that it's going to like mess with 7-foot centers shoot like extremely fast. I don't really think it's an issue, because I feel like it'll be somewhat relative to your height. So what I'm going to do for these playmaking badges, those are going to be Hall of Fame. I'm going to put floor general on here. Me personally, I run with the floor general. You don't have to. I'm going to put those there, and then tight handles up as silver. I definitely would want bailout, but if you don't want bailout on silver, you could easily throw on downhill. I feel like downhill is a good option, or put on unpluckable. But there's a lot of things you could do with that. These playmaking badges, this is what I would do. Something of like this, you could use stop and go or downhill as well. Dimer too if you don't want to use floor general, but I just did it like this. For these defensive badges, guys, I'm going to put Intimidator on fame, Clamps on gold, Interceptor on silver, Pick Dodger and Pickpocket both on bronze, Chase Down on silver, Rim Protector on silver. I'd put Trapper up. What you can do is higher up Clamps, and then also you could put Off-Ball Pest up here, and then Tireless Defender, or higher up some of these other ones. You could higher up Pick Dodger if you'd like. This is what I would do for these defensive badges, guys, and this two-way slashing playmaker is by far one of the best builds you can make in 2K20. You know, it was one of the most toxic builds, and this is how you can make pretty much the best build this year. I feel like this undoubtedly is what the build that most people use. It's what build that most people hate playing against. And overall, it's just kind of goated. You can do a little bit of everything. You can finish, you can drive, you can play make, you can defend, you can also shoot because, you know, this year anyone can shoot. It doesn't really matter. You get a good jump shot that you like, some good badges, some good teammates, and you're all set. But this is what I would do for this best build here, this most OP build for 2K20, guys. If you guys are hyped for 2K21, please let me know down in the comments and what build you're going to be making first for 2K21. I don't know what they're going to do with the build system. Obviously, they haven't released anything. It's going to be coming out next week, so we don't know, but we will all see then. But anyways, guys, I've been King Clutch here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Anyways, have a great rest of your day, and peace out, guys. Thanks.